At 60, many people notice something unsettling. Even standing up from a chair feels shaky. This isn't just weakness, it's an early warning sign of muscle loss, quietly stealing your independence. But here's what most people don't realize. 3 everyday cheeses can help rebuild strength, protect your legs, and keep you steady. And one of them works its magic most powerfully while you sleep. By age 70, nearly half of older adults lose significant muscle mass. It's not just about getting weaker, it means falls, loss of mobility, and slowly giving up daily freedom. If you've ever felt your legs tremble on the stairs, or noticed fatigue after a short walk, you're not alone. The good news is, new research shows that certain cheeses, eaten at the right time, can restore insulin sensitivity, calm inflammation, and support muscle repair. Today, I'll reveal the 3 most powerful options, and one common myth about cheese that many seniors still believe. 1. Ricotta cheese, restoring insulin sensitivity. When we talk about aging and muscle loss, one silent culprit often hides in plain sight: insulin resistance. After 60, the body doesn't respond to insulin as well as it used to. Imagine insulin as the master key that unlocks your muscle cells, letting protein and nutrients flow inside. But with age, that key becomes rusty. The door doesn't open as easily, and muscles starve even when you're eating enough protein. Here's where ricotta cheese becomes more than just a creamy spread on toast. It's rich in high-quality whey and casein proteins, packed with leucine, the amino acid that flips the switch for muscle growth. Think of ricotta as the polish that restores the shine on that rusty key. Suddenly, nutrients can get inside your muscles again, feeding them, repairing them, and keeping them strong. The science here is striking. A study published in Clinical Nutrition, Aleman Mateo et al., 2012, followed 40 older adults with early signs of sarcopenia. The group who added 210 grams of ricotta cheese to their daily meals gained about 270 grams of muscle in just 3 months. That may sound small, but in seniors, even a quarter of a kilogram of new lean muscle can mean the difference between standing steady or needing a cane. It's a measurable, life-changing shift. Now let's bring this to real life. Frank, one of my longtime patients, is 68. He told me, "Doc, I eat well, but after lunch I crash. My legs feel heavy, and I don't have the energy to walk the dog." We added a simple protocol: a small bowl of ricotta with fruit at breakfast, and another serving with whole grain crackers at lunch. Within weeks, Frank noticed something new. No afternoon slump. His steps felt lighter. And on his checkup, his fasting insulin levels had actually improved. So, how can you use this yourself? Aim for around 210 grams daily, about 1 cup, ideally with breakfast or lunch. This timing is key because during the day, your muscles are primed to absorb protein. Pair it with fiber from fruit or whole grains, and you've got a steady release of energy that lasts for hours. But that's not the most surprising part. 2. Aged cheese, fighting inflammation. If insulin resistance is one silent thief of muscle, inflammation is the fire that burns it away. By the time we reach our 60s and 70s, markers of inflammation like IL-6 and TNF-alpha can double or even quadruple. These molecules act like sparks falling onto dry wood, slowly breaking down the muscle fibers you worked a lifetime to build. Now, here's the twist. Not all cheeses are the same. Fermented aged varieties like Gouda, Parmesan, or cheddar, aged 12 to 36 months, contain special bioactive peptides. These are tiny protein fragments that act like firefighters, hosing down those inflammatory sparks before they can spread. The research is compelling. A 2024 Chinese clinical trial, led by Li and colleagues, studied 68 women aged 60 to 80 with early muscle decline. Those who ate 4 slices of cheese daily saw their skeletal muscle mass index increase by 0.18 kilograms in just 90 days. That might sound technical, but what it means is clearer. stronger legs, steadier balance, and fewer stumbles when standing up. Let me tell you about Maria, age 72. She loved her afternoon walks, but arthritis pain in her knees made her hesitate. We introduced one small change: 28 grams, about an ounce, of aged Gouda with lunch. Within weeks, she noticed less stiffness. Her evening walks felt smoother, and perhaps most important, her confidence returned. She told me, for the first time in years, I wasn't worried about falling. Practically speaking, the dose is simple: 1 ounce a day, paired with a meal. That's roughly the size of a pair of dice. Choosing cheeses aged longer than a year improves digestibility and reduces lactose, making them gentler on the stomach. And because they're dense in protein, they trigger the leucine on switch for muscle repair, just like ricotta, but with an extra anti-inflammatory punch. This isn't just helpful, it could prevent a serious issue down the road. Chronic inflammation doesn't just weaken muscles, it raises the risk of falls, fractures, and hospital stays. A daily ounce of aged cheese may be small, but it's one of those quiet habits that change the trajectory of aging. And remember, the most powerful repair doesn't happen during the day. It happens overnight. That's where our next cheese truly shines. 3. Cottage cheese, cortisol, and overnight repair. Now, let's talk about the hours we often forget: the night. What many seniors don't realize is that much of muscle loss doesn't happen while you're awake. It happens silently overnight. As the body enters a fasting state and cortisol levels rise in the evening, muscle tissue is broken down to provide fuel. It's like a fire quietly burning in the background while you sleep. But there's a way to protect your body during those hours. Cottage cheese, yes, that humble old-fashioned food, is one of the most powerful nighttime allies for muscle preservation. Why? Because it's loaded with casein protein, which digests slowly and releases amino acids steadily for up to 7 hours. If whey protein is a firecracker, casein is a candle, burning slow, steady, and dependable, feeding your muscles through the night. And the science proves it. A study published in the British Journal of Nutrition found that older adults who ate casein-rich foods like cottage cheese before bed had 22% higher overnight muscle protein synthesis compared to those who didn't. That means not just less breakdown, but actual rebuilding while asleep. There's another layer here too. Calcium in cottage cheese helps regulate cortisol rhythms, while its natural tryptophan content promotes better sleep. So, instead of cortisol eating away at your muscles, your body slips into deeper rest and uses protein to repair. Let me share Ellen's story. She's 70, a grandmother of 3, and she often woke up stiff, almost dreading mornings. We tried a simple change: half a cup of cottage cheese, 30 minutes before bed. After a few weeks, she noticed her mornings were different. Less stiffness, more energy. And, in her words, I felt steady enough to lift my granddaughter without worrying I'd lose my balance. So here's the protocol. About half a cup, 113 grams, of plain, low-fat cottage cheese, 30 to 60 minutes before sleep. If you find the taste bland, mix in a few slices of banana or a sprinkle of cinnamon. Keep it light and gentle on the stomach. Ignore this step, and you may undo the progress you made during the day. But add it to your bedtime rhythm, and your body uses the night not for loss, but for growth. When we talk about aging, it's easy to feel like muscle loss is just inevitable. Like weakness is the price we pay for getting older. But the truth is, your body still remembers how to grow, how to repair, how to be strong. It just needs the right signals. Think back to what we covered. Ricotta polishing the rusty key of insulin, aged cheese calming the fires of inflammation, and cottage cheese protecting you through the night. 3 small foods woven into daily rhythms that can help you stand taller, walk steadier, and hold on to the independence you value most. Take a moment and picture yourself climbing the stairs without hesitation, or lifting your grandchild without fear of losing balance. That's not just muscle, that's freedom, that's confidence, that's life fully lived. So, here's my gentle invitation. Which of these three cheeses will you try first? Maybe it's a bowl of ricotta at breakfast, a small slice of aged Gouda at lunch, or a scoop of cottage cheese before bed. Type your choice in the comments, because your idea may inspire another senior who needs this. And if this message spoke to you, I'd be grateful if you subscribed. Every week I share science-backed ways to help you stay strong, independent, and connected to the people you love. Remember, your strength isn't gone. It's waiting to be nourished. Every small step counts. And tonight, as you rest, your body may already be beginning to rebuild.